Section SY6 of your syllabus describes how you earn your final grade, which is it is with most classes. You're going to be earning some scores and converting that into some kind of a percentage, or what I refer to as weighted scores. Eventually, in total, you're going to have a be graded on the standard 100-point scale. With respect to the actual activities, I have several of them. Let me list them. Class activities are here. Quizzes, we have homeworks, we have two midterm exams, a final, and a project. In total, that will equal 100 weighted points. With respect to the class activities, as you can see, you've got 4 of them, and I refer to them as CA1 or class activity 1, CA2, 3, and 4. CA1, 3, and 4 are each worth 1 point out of 100, and CA2 is worth 6 points, which you'll be required to make at least 6 postings in the discussions. And in terms of what these are more specifically, you're going to be referring to a different section of the syllabus below. You also can find instructions for each of these activities under the class dashboard. But in any case, the total points for class activities is 9. With respect to quizzes, you've got 9 quizzes, which covers each of the chapters in the class. Quizzes 16 to 24 covers chapters 16 to 24, obviously. You're going to be dropping 2 automatically. I'll drop the 2 lowest scores, which leaves you with 7. 7 times 3 points each, you have 21 points total for the quizzes. In terms of homeworks, which again it covers every chapter except for chapter 18, there are 8 of them. You're going to be dropping the 3 lowest scores there, leaving you with 5. 5 times 4 points each of these homework assignments. You end up with 20 points in total for the homeworks. The exams, the 2 midterms, the first one covers chapters 16 through 18. You have also midterm number 2, which covers chapters 19 to 21, and each exam is worth 10 points, so for a total of 20 points for the midterm exams. And finally, down here you've got the final exam, which is comprehensive for most parts. That is worth 20 points. The project itself is 10 points, and again in total you got 100 points to earn. And with respect to some notes that I have down here, note that the projects themselves can be done either individually or in teams. The requirement of teamwork it depends on the type of project, so you can go to the class dashboard and see what are the options and how many people make up a team. The class calendar, keep in mind that the class calendar is the one document that controls all the timing of all the due items throughout the quarter. At times, the class calendar and the dates I set inside of MAL or even in Etudes is not the same. That's because I want to make some provide some flexibility with certain assignments at times. Some students need some extension and so on. If that happens, then I do that in MAL or Etudes, but the due date for the assignments is as is listed in the class calendar. The gradebook is a Google Doc that I use to give you a chance to keep track of your grades throughout the quarter. You'll see that in more detail later as when we get to that point in week 3. That's when I first do the first posting of the gradebook. Here, this only means that there's the point system that I just explained above, the standard scale, at times doesn't work all that well for some number of reasons, and rarely, but it happens. I do adjust people's grades for one reason or another. With respect to bump ups, that means bump ups refers to situations where you are extremely close to the next grade level, and you ask for a bump up, and I will not do it unless you did exceptionally well on the final exam or did exceptionally well on the class participation postings. And here's what that means in this note. Finally, if there's any changes to the syllabus, I will make announcements inside of your course, of your ATIPS course shell.